All right, welcome back. Star Wars Racing Incorporated. And Mr. Lark's out. There he is. So, a bit of an update here for the shop. Got a lot of parts out here, as you can see. Took the engine out. It's getting taking some parts out from our backup engine and gonna refresh our main engine. And so no engine. The engine's out. So while that happens, we're gonna go ahead and deep clean everything here. Also got some projects on the side I need to complete here. I set it up on the desk here. Probably the most important job is to replace my bottle. I have a very old bottle here, which was still legal and good, but it's an older bottle. So with the old Halon technology, so we got a brand new bottle now with the FE36 or something. What's that called? I don't know. You know, the DuPont thing. So that's good. Got a new bottle, which is really important. So, and also we're gonna save this one. Still good. So still a good backup. So we're gonna put it back in the old box there, and carry this as a backup again. Just preparing for the runoffs. You want to bring backups for yourself or our fellow competitors. So anyway, so brand new bottle. Got this at Pegasus. So I got it there because I knew that the fit was going to be exactly the same as this old Phoenix bottle. And that way I can just replace the bottle and I don't have to change the whole thing, the whole setup in the car. All right, so what else? So runoffs preparation, again, also got a couple more filter elements for the external oil filter. This one I replaced recently, but now, as I was going through things, then I noticed that, might as well change it. Plus, this thing kind of came loose a little bit, which is fine. When it's inside, it doesn't quite move. But, again, let's not take any chances. It's a small part, $10 or whatever. And so let's get a couple new. We'll put a new one, save the other one for the runoffs. And we'll even save this one just in case. You never know. So, again, just preventative stuff. I have a little bit of bad luck recently, so we're making sure we get everything right. So the other thing I got here is for my ignition. I've been running the car pretty hard, so the experienced driver, really knows their car. They know how to feel it, and so they're more disciplined than the new driver like myself. So I bought some rev-limiters for so I can, preserve my engines and take care of it better, to be honest. So, yep, got up to 8,900 here, which is great for the rotary. That should be more than plenty. I got from 81, 83, 85, 87, 89. So we'll be installing these soon so that we take care of our engine, with the rev-limiter. I tend to lose track, so this was going to take care of it. So anyways, good advice for the new drivers or the drivers that, don't pay attention to the tach. So I have my units right here, ready to go. And I just need to put this in and test it out. And that way I keep running the car nice and healthy. They're supposed to be. Again, the old guys, you guys know what you're doing. You don't need these, but I do, so I'm gonna do it. I think it's a better way. Still competitive, but again, you're not overrunning the car where there's no, you're outside of your power band anyways. So this is a good recommendation if you can and if you want to go ahead and get the rev-limiters in your car if you're starting out. Will save you a lot of headaches with running the engine too high. All right, that's the new plugs. So when we get the engine back, brand new spark plugs for that baby, even though the other ones are only a couple weekends old. It's always a good idea to change the plugs. What else? Got a little fan here, which I'm gonna be putting in the car just to keep me a little cooler. With that, gotta get a couple switches, nice proper switches. Got one and a backup. Always want to have have a couple. And then also, we're not just refreshing the 12A, but also we're building the 13B at the same time. So got some parts here for the 13B. This is the exhaust gasket. Got some Venturis there for the Weber. So that's what's going on. And then on the fire bottle, I do want to show something. I wasn't sure how to change it. Did some research, and basically they just, you know, they just screw into your setup. You know, I was afraid that if I took it out, that it was gonna go off. But obviously, if you have your pin on the cable, then this is sealed up. This is not getting pressed until you either press it or pull it. So you know, I know for the old guys that's pretty simple, but I didn't know. So, but anyway, it's pretty simple, yeah, to take it out. But actually, so while you do that, again, this is advice for the new guys. So here's the setup, basically. Hope you can see that. A lot of sun here today. All right, so there's the setup. So I got obviously a line. There's the cable line right there. And then here's the line that goes to the front, which then has a T that splits, another one that goes into the engine bay, and then this is the one that goes to the back of the car. So as you can see here, it's it's quite a simple mechanism. You just screw the bottle in and it's all good to go. The advice I want to say that somebody gave me, and I'm going to pass it on, is while you're doing this, then go ahead and test your mechanism. In my case, it's a push one. So I just removed the pin, the safety. Here it is, I removed it, and I just pressed it, just to make sure that this thing was pressing down the way it's supposed to. So when you need the bottle, then it's working. So I only got two hands here, so I can't test it in front of you, but I tested it out, which is the advice, that I was given. And I'm just passing it on. So yeah, while you're doing this, then make sure that even if it's a pull or if it's push, that this little guy in the middle there is pushing down, because that's what activates the bottle in case of emergency. So there it is. That's the advice. I'm going to go ahead and clean up here and put the new bottle in, and we're all set up. I also got the annual tech coming up, so we're going to be ready for that. New bottle, it's all good to go. So let me put this back in. Actually, I'll put it back in a second. I want to forget to put that before I put the bottle back in. So anyways, that's what's going on here at the shop. Already rotated my brake pads, front and rear. Did an inspection of the hubs. The front left wheel hub actually was slightly, not as tight as it should have been. You can tell just by moving this, and this was moving a little bit. There's a couple of nuts in the back of this. So I took everything out and just make sure I put some power into it and really tied it up good. So now we're good. Didn't cause me any problem last time, but again, that's what you want to inspect every time. I'm taking the time that I'm not going to be racing for probably 3-4 weeks and going through the car. Truly going through the car, every nuts and bolt. Need a clean weekend, so a little bit of bad luck and things like that. So just gonna clean this up again and set it up for the engine to come back, and hopefully we'll be back out there mid-June. If not, it'll be late June for the majors in Savannah, Roblin Road. So we'll see. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna keep working on this baby, and little by little, day by day. So today it's just the bottle and a couple little minor details, and then next day we'll start the cleaning and doing other things and get things going. So that's what's going on. A lot of racing this weekend. F1 was good, well, sort of, and NASCAR looked pretty good too. So anyways, that's what's going on here. Long update this weekend here at Star Wars Racing Incorporated. See you out there, guys.